Well, the Union budget is just around the corner and Modi 3.0 will be presenting its first budget on 23rd of July. Right now we are present at PVR Select City Walk and we are here to find out what do common people want from the upcoming budget. Ma'am, first of all, many thanks for speaking to us. The budget is just around the corner. From your perspective, what are the certain big announcements that are you waiting for?
Definitely a reduction in the tax-free salary. The 2.5 lakhs should go up to at least 5 to 6 lakhs. And then a reduction in taxes, like when government brought in GST, so that all the taxes are amalgamated into one and we have a one taxation at all points. So I don't find the point in giving a TDS from the salary and then another at every point of sale we are again paying taxes. So what is the point in all? Why do we pay TDS?
Ma'am, since you are a doctor, from a health perspective, what are the big announcements that you feel that government can make that can support India's healthcare sector?
In taxation.
And as far as the facilities are concerned?
Facilities, government is already plussing the healthcare facilities, as in bringing in the Ayushman scheme in a big way. It has been implemented in all the major hospitals and nursing homes also. So, but I would like to request the government to also think from the perspective of a doctor. And we can only serve when our health and our perspective is also taken care of.
And we're continuing our coverage from PVR Select City Walk and we are joined by another gentleman. So first of all, please tell us, with the budget just around the corner, what are the big announcements that are you waiting for?
Thanks. So we are, as a common citizen, we are really looking to reduce some kind of a tax structure, or rather if the tax structure can be increased in terms of coverage and the general tax rates can be brought down. This is primarily because the GST has now been implemented and GST is now across on all the spendings that is there. So as far as income tax is concerned, if that can be brought down and the span can really be expanded, that would be wonderful as a citizen. And as a professional who is associated with food industry, it is an agri-dependent country to a large extent, and therefore we look forward to some agri-incentives, some incentives associated with food processing sector. That would be most helpful.
Right. But as an individual, what do you have to feel about the fuel prices? We are seeing that even right now the fuel prices are hovering around over 90 rupees as far as petrol and diesel is concerned. Even the CNG prices are not, the gap has shortened between these fuels. So what do you have to say on that?
Sure. So as far as fuel prices is concerned, I believe this is state subject. And we would love if, as a common citizen, it can be brought onto a GST network. So a common GST network, I think that itself would lead to decrease and uneven prices across pan-India. And that should be good from a central government as well as state government perspective.
Right. So very lastly, from a developmental point of view, we are seeing that over the past 10 years, the government has worked hard on improving the airport infrastructure and even the road infrastructure. What else do you feel that the government can do so that our infrastructure becomes more stronger and more resilient?
I guess government has done wonderful in increasing the connectivity with regard to the different cities. I think that path should be pretty much continuing. The issue therefore is of bringing more means of transport, more means of connectivity through that. I think there's a large area within our country that is still not well connected. I think the transport facility between those cities needs to be improved. The train fare seems to have gone up to some extent, so we are looking kind of for some reduction in train fares. And in general, I think the path is on. I think it will be good for the country.
We've been joined by a family at PVR Select City Walk. Sir, first of all, please tell us, since the budget is around the corner, what are your main suggestions and what are your main demands from the government?
Yeah, demands from the government. That's a big demand then. I think the food that we purchase, that is the vegetables, the common items that are household items so it's rising. Right? So if there is a control over that we can have subsidized places where we can buy stuff which are fresh and subsidized. So that will be a good thing. And I think, budget should also be concerned with people who are have-nots. So if they are also included in the structure of the, for our budget, if they are also supported in some way or some reason, so there can be a very good balance on that. Education needs a lot of input. A lot of education sectors which are still in different kinds of states which are still not getting their upholding. So that also needs a lot of improvement. A lot of teachers are missing from a lot of schools. So I think those kind of concerns can be taken care of in this new budget. That's what I can say about it.
Ma'am, as a working professional, what are your certain demands that you would want to put in front of the government?
Firstly, being an artist. Usually, art and entrepreneurs, have been given that opportunity in this state. But even after that, a lot of artists are not paid, or they are not taken care of by the government departments. A lot of time we have been waiting for payments for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years down the line. So I think this should be first taken care of, because finally we are professionals. We are working to earn and to run our households. So the moment they come to know that, oh, you're a professional artist, but it doesn't matter that. The government is undertaking certain steps to make it more, the flow of the payments that are done should be in check and should be prioritized, I think.
And anything, ma'am, anything on women empowerment? We are seeing that government now wants to bring in a lot of women to the workforce, and they're also motivating industries and big corporates to include more and more women. So what do you have to say on that?
See, government is including, they're trying to include, but it is also the mentality of the other people who are, now they are fine, it's going on, but at one point of time they're also, demoralizing them in the workplace. A lot of stories come out of harassments and all that. But, I would say still they are not paid, the equal wage is not considered that way. If I go out from the government sector, I join a private sector or somewhere, then also there is not an equal gradation that we... So most of the times that is the reason why we choose to become freelancers and earn more than a paid structure as a salary. That is the reason why I think a lot of women are coming out as freelancers more, work from home situation.
And on the yes, sir.
Yeah, I would like to add something very important here. Like, government is doing its bit. Government is, administering the whole affair of the nation. But it's our duty also to understand, get informed. We are not well informed about all the policies that are run by the government. So there are a lot of portals that the government has actually opened, digital portals which are there. So I think the subsidiary agencies who are working for the government should get more informed, the public to be more informed about these policies which can be utilized. I mean, there are ways and means that can be done. So I think if that is more stabilized, people will be more informed. And I think the whole idea of constitution that we talk about can be, more mobilized in the education system. We can talk about constitution and the rights and the duties. And there are so many articles, we hardly know about them. There are always loopholes that we talk about. But yes, because that is our constitution, is our Bible. And that's how we run the democracy.
One thing I want to add, please, this time, don't spend too much on the defense budget. Keep it for other sectors also, please. We have done a lot on defense. We have go down are filled with things, but...
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.